Today I share a very easy card created using the Rose Bouquet Stencil. Hi, it's Therese from Lostinpaper and it's release day at Altenew, and we've got 3 new sets of inks: Sugar Plums, Tranquility and Fall Harvest, and they are really beautiful. I stamped them out so you can see them. Aren't they pretty? Anyway, I'm going to be using the 2 sets, Sugar Plums and Tranquility, to make my card today, and I thought it'd be fun just to highlight the new inks using the Rose Bouquet Stencil. So I've got a piece of cardstock. It's cut bigger than I need, and I've sort of just placed the stencil where I kind of want it on my card front, because I can actually cut it down a little bit later on, and I will have to make it fit. And I've got some post-it note tape, and I'm just doing some selective masking. I thought it would be easier just to actually tape the cardstock to the stencil, so I did that from behind so that I can actually ink right up to the edges. And then I basically just ripped the post-it note tape, but you could use whatever, if you have post-it notes you could easily just use those as well. I've got my blending brushes here, and ever since I started using those, my blending, because it wasn't my friend, I could never blend, I couldn't make it look nice, it'd be splotchy, especially if I wasn't using, like some inks and some cardstocks really do blend nicely, but I don't always want to use Bristol Smooth. I like the white of the Nina. So these have been a game changer for me. So I did come in with some of the darker colours, and I even used the very darkest colour in the purple set, which is called Plum, in the centre, and I found that didn't even leave lines or anything. I have got one of the smaller blending brushes here so that I can focus in a certain area, and that does make it easier. You could use a little dauber tool as well if you've got one of those, because you probably are cleverer than I am and can get it nice and blended. Now I'm opposite-ing. Now I don't think that's a word. I've gone the opposite way. I've removed all my post-it note tape from the leaves and actually covered the flowers this time so that I can colour the leaves. And I'm using the beautiful blue greys from the Tranquility, and I even come in with the very darkest one here as well, Dark Night, and because I'm using a fairly soft touch, I'm not getting any lines, but it is adding some depth to the image. This came together really quickly, this colour. It's a really quick and easy way to add colour through a stencil. So if you need a card in a hurry, highly recommend it. Very easy to do. And these roses are beautiful. Now for the big reveal. If I could do a drum roll, I would, but I can't. So you'll have to imagine a drum roll now, please. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I was so excited to see it. I did add some jet black ink spray splatters to the front, and this ink doesn't take very long to dry. It hasn't got a metallic base to it, so they're nice black, jet black drops. They do soak through the paper though, so if you are doing it on the front of your card, you might not want that to show through, so that's just something to be aware of. I'm doing partial stamping of a sentiment from the Fancy Greetings set. I just want the word lovely, and I did sort of protect my card front just with my grid paper here, because I had could have had some ink on that stamp and I didn't want to accidentally ink over that. I've die cut the word hello twice from the flower arrangement die set, and this actually has a coordinating stamp set as well, which is really beautiful, and I just used some matte medium to pop that up on some fun foam. See what I mean about the black ink? You can actually see it through the cardstock. That's only an £80 though, but I think you can still see it through the 110 too, so just to be aware of that. Now the flower arrangement, I did do this twice. The first time I did it with the stamped version of the die cut, and it just got a little bit lost to me. So I decided to go with the plain black die cut Hello, and I adhered that with some matte medium. Do you think that looked better? I don't know. I wanted that really pretty sort of look with the really fine font, and I think I could have got away with it, but it was a really busy with all the splatters and everything. I just thought I could really see the Hello better when it was just a solid black. Let me know what you think. I added some jewels as well to the front of the card. And this is part of a release hop for those inks, so head to my blog if you're here in December 2019 and find out how to win. And if you did like this video, please click on the thumbs up button to let me know that you did, and if you haven't already, I'd love it if you'd subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll see you back here real soon. Till next time, happy paper crafting. Bye.